Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Okay, we're gonna start recording now. You can start recording now. Can Okay Can record already? Okay, good. Okay, let's start. We are going to do Division A, question 3. Okay, as you can see, this is the question. All right. Okay, let me start again, which is to plan the question. Okay, now time is 11:20. Okay, so planning. First thing first, choose the center. Right. So the center for this particular drawing, there can be only one center lah. Right, the center of the whole drawing. If you look here, okay, right, the center can basically help you to draw your cone shape, your minusing the cone shape out. Right, that's the one way. Right, yeah. Okay, then next is of course to plan the drawing. How many parts? What to draw first? The first part is basically to draw the reference base, which is the most easiest, a rectangular shape, right? And then you pad the thickness up. The second, of course, is to draw your cone, right? After you draw your cone ready, then you can draw this particular part first, right? And followed by this part last. Okay, so there are in total 4 parts, right? So already decided what my parts are, then let's start the drawing. Okay, so let's start the drawing. Let me put this one side. Okay, first thing first, file, new, part, enter, standard. This one change to part, start, mechanical design, part design. All right, so you have your starting already. Okay. So after you have generally have an idea, right? Let's start center. We all know. Let's draw the rectangular shape first. Sketcher mode on this particular plane, which is similar to your plan view, right? And draw your general view, a simple square, right? And then double click onto your dimension, right? So the side here is 180, as you can see in the drawing, right? And from here to here, we want it in the center. So here will be 180 divided by 2, which is 90. Okay, the second one is 180. So this one will be 180. 160. And then the distance from here to here is 160 divided by 2, which is 80. So you are in the center. Okay, I say again, don't draw the corners yet until much later. The reason why you might need your corners to draw other parts of, reference other part of the drawing. So once you have done that, exit out. Okay, and then you pad your first base. For me, I like to pad it downwards. Some of you want to pad it upwards. It's very, it's preference. All right, so distance or the thickness is, what's the thickness? Let me see. What's the thickness? Let me draw this thing. 20. Okay, so 20 is okay. So I got my base. Okay. Second thing is the cone. Let's draw the cone. Okay, the cone is very obvious in this position, right? And it's right in the center. So using a plane, right? And draw your cone. So your cone generally it looks like a simple half a cone. Use the blue line again, right, to draw the cone in general. You can see the blue dotted line to give you an idea so that you don't have to waste your time. Okay, cone dimension. Let's see. Okay, 66 is on top. Half of the 66 is 33. The dimension is 20, so it is 10 degrees here to here. All right. What's missing here? The height. The height of the total height is 130. Right. So basically, I need to put this on coincide with this guy first. Coincide. And then I need to place this on to be 130. Right? 130. Right, so once I've got all this, it's all green, I can start to do my revolution, or rather, what is this? Shaft design with the axis in the center. Okay, so I got my first shape. Click OK. Again, my radius I'll do later. Right? So the second thing is that I can cut immediately, but I will save my cutting to my last operation. Why? Because you imagine this particular guy, he will overshoot, and this particular guy, he can overshoot as well. Right? So if they overshoot inside, I can do my cutting, which will cut the two other pieces as well. So it saves time rather than cutting so many times. Okay? So I bypass this particular cutting action to the last. Now I'm doing this part, right? So this part, if I look at this position, it will look like this, right? So is it the long end or the short end? Very important. Let's look. This one, it seems like a short end, is it? Yeah, short end. Is it short end or long end? This is a short end, right? This one is a long end, is it? Yeah, it's a long end. Can you see the long end? Long end meaning it's 190. 180, sorry, as compared to 160. Yeah. So the long end will be this end. Right? So long end meaning that I will draw my along here. Okay? So sketcher mode. What I need to draw is only the cylinder here, which is 45 degrees. So I draw a circle. It's a circle here. So using the dotted line again, can you see the dotted line? Right, I just use it as a center. Right, this particular circle that dimension to be 45. Right, and the distance is, what's the height? 90. So from this point to the base, it is 90 degrees. Can see? You already got your shape out already. Now you have just to pad it outwards. Okay, so exit out. Right, I pad it outwards to, what's the distance? Maximum distance is from 0 here to 90, yeah? So put 90. Is it 80? 90 minus 10. Over here, the thickness is 10. Oh, for me, wise, if you look here, if I use this one here right now, I use this base. And I sketcher mode, right? Yes, correct. And then now I draw the outer shape. Outer shape is what the diameter? 55, right? 55. So I draw a circle using the center again, right? 55. 55, right? And then I can use the center of the circle again as 90, or I can use this and concentricity this guy. Because it's the same center. You can see that there are many ways of doing it, right? Okay. Okay, so once I got this one already, let me see, I got to draw the other side also, right? So basically, what's the other side involved here is another circle. Dotted line on this line. correct? I don't know how far yet. It's 30, but the dimension is diameter 20, right? 20, right? The distance is from here to here is 30, right? Right, and then my line, I just simple line here, and then line here, right? So this one is tangent to this guy, tangent, right? And this guy is tangent to this guy. Oh, this circle is still white. Why white? Hold, click on it, move it. Oh, it's still not fixated down. Can see that? So at least you know that it's still not fixed. So this one to here to the base is 90. Over constraint. Oh, I see. Thank you. Can see now? Fully constrained. Okay, so now I can do my -6. So I double click this particular guy. Remember, the rubber is what you don't want. This one is what you want, right? So I want this circle, or this semicircle, or sort of semicircle, and I want this part of the line. I want this part of the line. I want this part of the semicircle. I want this part of the semicircle to this part of the line, and I want this line to this one. That's all. Okay? So I got this one already. I exit out, right? And I pad. Oh, sorry, this one now. Yeah, here easier. So I pad inwards because just now I overshot, right? You all say 10, right? So 10, and I need to reverse the direction inwards. Okay, inwards. So I click OK. You see, it's really more or less done. All right. So now left the cutout, internal cutout, right? Right. So what I do is I cut out this guy here first, then I cut out this guy. You see? So later then do this part. Okay. So now I do this part here. Okay. This part here, the most easiest to draw is to be able to draw a plane at this point and then draw the shape, exact shape. All right. So what do I need to draw the plane? My plane is here, right? So plane from here going upwards is 90 lah. All right. So I use the plane command. Where to get the plane command? Here. You all know how to double click. You all can go to the surface to get also. Okay. So here, to offset from the base upwards, reverse direction. How much by 90, right? 90. You see 90? If you're not sure, preview, you see about that 90, right? You see? So click OK. So got already, So sketcher mode is position, right? Bring it in back, right? So I got the 90 already, Okay, now I need to cut in the center first, right? So I use this one, intersect. Where's the intersect? Intersect. Can you see the intersect here? Right, so I intersect. So at the 90 area, there's a cutting action down here, right? Can you see, So once I got this one already, now I need to draw this guy, right? So I draw a dotted line first to get the center from here, around here. Position is 160, right? So here to here is 160, 160. Okay. Then now I need to draw a small circle to get the shape. All right. So the small circle is down here along this line. And what's the dimension is radius 12. Right? Radius 12 is 24. Right? So distance still don't know yet. What's the distance? 90 also. So from this point to this point, it's 90. Right? So fixed already. Same thing again. Now I draw the line. Make sure one is tangent so it saves time. Any tangent there already, So now this part here to this part here, I want to tangent as well. So I don't have to do two tangents, so you just one, tangent. Okay, so I got the thing out already, right? So straight away, same thing again. Use this one here. That's what I want to here. This is what I want to here. This is what I want to here. This is what I want to here. So my shape already done already. So I go down, exit out, and I pat down. Pat downwards by how many? 10, 10. So in already, right? Right. Once I've done this one, now I can do my cutting action already. So first thing first, Catia move at this plane. Right? So I want to cut inside. So same thing here. I draw my line here. About here. 1, 2. About here. Here to here. Alright? So what's the thickness? The thickness is 5 mm, right? So from here to here is 5 mm. Right? Then here to here is 10 degrees. No change. Right? Okay, what's the next thing? If I do here to here, let's say for example, will it help or not? Plain side. It doesn't really fully help. Oh, okay. No need, no need. Okay, so cancel this one. So this one, on top is 33, right? Because 66, right? Here is 66, right? So outer is 33, right? 33 minus 5 mm thick is what? So here is 33 minus 5 thickness. So I got this here. This one, whether I cut inside or very important, must cut more. Right? So exit out. Right? So I do a revolute. Now I do a groove. Axis is still center. And I do a cut. Okay. Finish. Internal gone already. Right? So after internal gone already, now I can do this cut here. Right? So I have to do the cut. Share the same center. The hole command. Drill from where? Diameter of the hole is 30. Then blind up to the next. See, up to the next, it cuts to the end of the hole. Right? So you can see from here, cuts up to here. So click OK, pull up to here. That's why I did my operation last. So I don't need to waste much time. Okay, can? Then the circle wise now, here the circle is about 10 diameter, right? Same thing, share the share the same center, hole position, cut here. This one is 10, right? 10 diameter. And up to the next preview, then cut the hole, say okay. Done. Okay. Now is hole here, right? 10 also, is it? 10, yeah. Same thing, share the same center. Hole command, click here. 10 also. Okay. Right, finish. So now I do my so-called radius. How many radius do I have? Outer radius is 5. Inner radius is, because of the thickness, outer radius is 5. Outer radius is 15, sorry. 15. Inner radius is minus 5. So 10. Okay, so I do the outer radius first, or rather inner radius first. So this one is 10. 10, 10. Okay. The outer radius is this guy 1, 2, and 3. Radius 15. Okay. Finish. Now it's to draw this one. Guys and girls, listen. Right. Your whole command, very important. I don't know why the marking system is like that. I'll just quickly tell you guys. The whole is a lot of marks. I don't know why. Like, for example, they gave 2 marks for one whole position. Right? 2, 2, 2, 2 is already 8 already. It can go up to the whole is 2 marks, right? Say for example, countersunk hole is 3 marks. 3 marks is just times 4, 5, 6 hole. Like just imagine how many already. So please draw the hole and the radius. Okay, don't forget to draw this part. Can? I saw a lot because you all don't know, you all draw the shape more important than the hole, right? Right. Don't forget the hole itself is a lot of marks also by itself. Okay. And then you see this particular part, any protruding part, right? Okay. Can you see this part? Protruding part, right? This extra bit one, I don't know why it's also highly marks. For example, this base reference is very simple, so very low marks. But this base can go up to 30 marks already by itself. Okay, just to give you a bit of more hint on how the marking system is like. Okay, right. The more complicated shape, of course, they will put a little bit more marks. Okay, let's take note. So here you all know the diameter 15 times 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Radius is 15. Okay. Then the hole position, share the same circle. Is a countersunk hole, is it? Countersunk hole here. Right. Not countersunk, sorry. It's yeah. So hole command here. Right. What's the diameter of the hole? Is what's the diameter of the hole? Yeah. All right. Thanks. Is 10 is the no 10 is the a hole diameter is 20. Okay, can. So 10 and diameter. So diameter is 10. All right. So click okay. No, yeah. The type counter ball. Okay. Counter ball is 20. Depth is depth is 10. Yeah, depth is 10. Correct. Depth is 10. So do a preview. Okay, done. Okay. So done already. Right. So you can do pattern. If you know the dimension, can do pattern. So this one is hole command. Pattern, what's the pattern? What's the pattern command? Sorry, let me find the pattern command. Insert, press up, look, transformation, pattern. Like that, you can do rectangular pattern. Okay. So we want first direction. First direction maybe in this direction. Reference element direction, this direction. Right. Second direction, this direction. Across. Okay. Okay, so we want 1 here and 1, 2 here. So put 2 here. Okay, preview. So you got 4 already, right? Now how to go? Spacing from here to here is what? Here to here, 130. So reverse direction, 130. Reverse direction. All this is different. I think it's not 130. This one is 150. Right? And then this first direction 130. 130. You see all in CC already. Then pop one shot, everything settled. It's 20 minutes less, plus explanation, plus a lot of other things. No, I mean, I'm experienced, like I say, you all see this differently, I see this differently. Thank you. Thank you. I got chat. Thank you very much. I think so too. uh, I, thank you. Yeah, I got to try lah. Can see the difference. It's not difficult if you know where I'm coming from. It's just your frame of mind. You all know, you have no experience. How to get more experience, draw more. That's all. That's where I'm coming from. Okay. Don't forget, I evaluated Catia in ST. You must have a certain years of experience before you can evaluate, right? And during my evaluation, I like to how you say draw those animation. Right. So transformer I also draw. You just imagine the transformer here now. Wow. You can, in Catia, if you are daring enough, You can create a plane, the surface, you can use your finger, pull a node, pull in, pull out one, wow, advanced surface. You just imagine how many things you can use in Catia, you know, now. There's so many things in Catia you can use. It's a one-stop station. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, ask someone. Huh? Oh, you do question one also, huh? Which one and two? Oh, okay, for this one, okay, now let's carry on from here. Okay, so file, new part file, enter. Okay, so sheet metal, right? So generative sheet metal. Okay, so what's my question one here? Is this one here? You talking about this one, right? Oh, no, you're talking about the other one. Is it this one? This one, This one, Okay, so let's run this one, Okay, can. First thing first, your parameters, right? So parameters, don't forget your parameters, 1.5, 1.5, that 3, Okay, and then your band thing here is right click formula deactivate 0.442, yeah. Okay, click OK. So once you've done that, okay, yeah. So first thing first is always your base, So your base wise, let's draw using the sketcher mode. Sketcher, okay, your base. Again, remember to plan your drawing, your center, I want it center here, right? And then the parts, part one base, part two your this particular part, then part three this one here. Part four is the rest of the other parts. Okay? So don't forget, always plan your drawing. So starting part is 80, 80, 80, and then the center of 80 is 40. Oh, yeah, sorry, 30, 1240, So you don't know the timing. Okay, so this one is 80 also. So you know this is from here to here is 80, right? 80, and then from the, okay, here we do not know. Okay, so I want it to be center, right? So is it center? Yeah, correct, center, 40 first, Okay, so once I got my overall picture, I'm going to cut out here, right? So I'm going to cut out here, right? So what's the distance here is from here to here, 7, right? From here to here is 30. From here to here is 37, right? So once you have this one ready, instead of drawing again, I can flip over this one. So what I need to flip is 1, 2, 3. And what do I flip? I flip here around the center. So I guess that. Okay, you can see I flip already, Right, so once I flip already, I can take away whatever I want to take away, which is this guy here. Okay, I need to break first. Break, because if not, I'll remove the whole thing. So this line, break at this location. Break again. This line, break at this location. Why? Because I want to create two lines. You can see two lines here. Right? So go back to my this one. So here to here, here to here, here to here. So it's not like that. You see, Now similarly, here to here, and here to here. So finish this side one. I need to release this guy first. Okay, so draw already, right? Shape generally draw already, right? Exit out. Okay, got my shape ready. So I'll do my first wall. I always like to point down, standard. Okay, so this is my first wall. So my first shape settled. Can? Okay, So once I got this one already, my second drawing I plan is this guy here, right? Okay, it's the furthermost. The furthermost is the shorter version compared to the longer one. right? So the shorter one, this is shorter one, is longer one, right? So it is the shorter one that I want to do. Okay, so this part. So my bend radius first, I do my bend. First wall, bend downwards. Distance is 60, right? 60, and make sure that it's inside. So 60. Okay, do a preview. 60 completed. Okay, right? So this is the first one. So since I done this side here, I kiasu, I do this side here. Easier, don't need to waste time because I know it's sure work one rather than duplicate. Okay, now I bend this side, right? So when I bend this side, look at this distance. I start from here. You can see that. So I must take note that it doesn't start from here, but it starts from here. So I must take note of the 45, 4.5. The thickness plus the internal bend radius, 1.5 plus 3. Right, so 4.5. So let's see. So I do a bend from here inwards. Inwards. You can see that it doesn't start from the top right. So if you look at the drawing here, this distance to this distance is 20. This distance to this distance is 40. But we don't start at the top. We start at the bend radius. Can you see here? There's a gap. There's a gap here, right? So the gap is 4.5, right? So 40 minus 4.5. So extremities, this is the right hand side. I got to cut down the right hand side. Right hand side is 40 minus 4.5. Okay, do a preview, confirm. Okay, wrong side, so minus, change to plus, minus, do another preview, cast in already. What's the distance I did here is 20, correct, thank you. 20, so do a preview. Oh, done already, So everything done. Now my direction, is it outside? It's protruding outwards, right? So you got material goes inside. You see? So I preview, you see the material go inside. And see here, very nice DC light. Exactly okay. So now it's done. Alright, haven't done yet, because there's a gap here. So the gap wise is what gap? What's the gap? This guy here. What's the dimension is here, right? So double click again. Right, this side here. So we see it's the right hand side, right folder. Then we click into the whole command here. You can see the hole appearing already. It is 3-1, right? 3-1. Deactivate 3. 1 no need to change. Right. So okay, enter. Right. Okay. Done. You can see done already, Right. So once you've done this one already, don't waste time doing this guy here as well. Same thing. Okay, so this one is on the left side. So now extremities, instead of here, minus here, cut here. Copy. Control C. Here, Control V. Here, change 0. Okay. So correct side already. Angle the thing inwards. Right. Go into here. Is the left hand side, left hand side. So this one is the hole, right? So here same thing, deactivate, put 3. Okay, can understand, I hope. Okay, see done already. Okay, that's the reverse only lah. Because you're doing the same thing, you might as well do the same time, right? So here is 20, right? Right. So basically, what's the radius? 10, right? 1, 2, 3. Never mind. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Do a radius 10. Finish. Right? That looks proper. There's a hole here, right? You can do the hole. Radius 10, right? So circle, hole command. Yeah, no waste time already, true. The radius is, diameter is 5. Alright, so similar here. So command view here, okay. Okay, so finish already. So this part here finish? Yeah, finish already, right? Now let's do this part here. Okay. Okay, this part here. Okay, remember what I told you? If I want to do user flange lah, easier for me. So user flange, I must inside by another band radius, right? So basically, I want to cut out here first. Sketcher mode, bring back in. So I want to cut out another user flange. So cut out here, here, here to here is 4.5. Okay, okay, okay. And similar here also. But I myself flip also lah. So I want here, 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 flip, 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 flip. Okay, so done already, right? Exit out, cut. Cut about gone now. Right? So with this in mind, so I draw the profile. Profile is using this guy here. Sketcher mode. So the profile, so the profile is done, okay. Let's draw the profile, So I draw a straight line. Straight line. Down up to here, which I may not need. Draw a circle. Straight down. Please keep a point inside there first. About the center. Keep a point there first. Approximate. Okay. So first thing first. Let's draw this side here first. What's the distance? Is here to the center is 20. Here, distance is 20. Right. Here, distance is from here. Distance is 15. Okay, sometimes you cannot do this first, right? To make it easier, right? Like that first. Don't draw any circle first, So everything all straight line first. So you can draw from this point, or rather this distance is 15. You see 15? So it's easier. Right. Then after that, this here to here is 120. Right. As with here, this way. Here is vertical. Here vertical also, horizontal. What else is needed? Oh, that's all. So now let's do the radius already. What's the radius? Here. So this radius is external radius. External radius is what? 4.5, right? Yeah, 4.5. Okay. Here to here to here is internal radius. Here or here to here is external radius as well. 4.5. External is 4.5. Then here to here is internal radius. You can see it's inside. Right, internal radius.
So do we just use a spline to draw out the entire shape?
Your dimensioning will be more difficult then. Yeah. You need a sharp point to measure the distance, right? If you don't have the sharp point, then how are you going to measure the distance? You know what I mean? Right, so radius here, here to here. Internal radius is 3. Okay, or now the distance, I'm missing one distance here, which is the height 32, right? Yeah, 32. So distance from this line to this line, 32. Okay, so now settle. Let's now align this point. I want this point to be online this point. Go inside. I hope you all know what I'm doing. Can draw already, yeah. Right, so exit out. Right, and then do a user flange. Okay, the spline is here. So here. Okay. Okay. And then once complete already, right? I'll try this user flange. This guy and mirror across. Finish. More or less finish already, yeah. And then now at the center hole. Center hole because it's in the center, right? Everything all in the center, right? So here's the center hole. Right, so radius is 4.5, right? So I use this one. It's okay. Radius, what's my French hole? French hole is not here, right? French hole is not here. Here. So this is the French hole. Correct, there, French hole. Okay, yeah. So this one we know is what is the distance? It's 40 minus 4.5. Okay. And this one is oh no. This one is 40. It's no preview. Center already. Right? Then what's the is pointing down or pointing up? Pointing upwards. So pointing upwards. What's the whole position? The whole is 20. The height of height is 6.5. Radius never say, so leave it. Radius 2. Diameter is you can see here diameter is internal diameter 25. Okay. Review. Yeah. So anything else? Nothing else already. After got your thing already, 20 minutes or so. Then remember to flat pattern. Flat pattern. Measure off here to here. Okay. So after you got your dimension, then you just put off. Can? Our flow is here. Can you? Yeah. Yeah. It's like your head. It's like your head like that. Exercise. Okay, guys. You don't mind run already, can? Yeah. Because I got a collaborator from LTA down here. Quick. Title block, is it? Oh yeah, you want me to do title block also, right? Okay, guys, look here, title block. Okay, yeah, so this is the title block, I can see. Alright, so basically from here, go to start, mechanical design, drafting. Okay. So once you go drafting, you go empty piece of paper. Okay, in your empty piece of paper, under sheet 1, right click properties. Right, then you see what the properties is here. Can you see the properties here? So A4, treat the third angle projection, 1:2. This is A4. 1:2. And third angle projection. So the thing is always 1:2. They're here. Follow here. Okay? So apply, okay. Okay, so now let's see what drawing we need. Okay, we need a front angle, side projection. This one is a down projection, not even a section view. Because there's no section line here and a detail view here. Okay, so we have 3 already. So let's start. So front view, first thing, go to your drawing. And see here this plane. It looks the same, right? Okay, so once you're done here, click outside. You have your shape. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then your right view. So your projection angle, this one here, From center, go down, you did this angle. Again, center, go right, you did this one. Okay? Right, so the properties you all know lah. Okay, example properties, right click, right, properties, put your center line, axis line, center line, axis line. No hidden line, so leave it. Right, this one also, double click this guy here, right click, properties, center line, center, axis line, center line. Okay, so got this one. Okay, so you all can, you all delete all the wordings. Right, so, this view, in this view, remember to put as close as possible, drag, make sure that it's similar. Okay, let's do a detail view. Detail view is this guy here. Okay, so detail view. Okay, you see one thing about my detail view, and sometimes some of your detail view is because of, can you see step on point here? Remove your step on point. If you don't remove your step on point, you'll be fixated. Okay, so detail view, right? Go to the approximate center. Imagine a circle down here. So draw around here, and then you bring it up. That's all. Here say 2:1, right? So right click, double click this can create first, easier. Right click, properties, 2:1. Enter. Okay, can? So do your dimensioning, you all know how to do dimensioning. The background view, right, always is edit, shift background. Then you got your plate appearing.
Oh, that's why. Oh.
Must go background.
Okay.
Then you go sample 1, always sample 1. Yeah, and apply. That's straight away. Okay, can? Look here. Is it sample 1 or sample 2? This is sample 1. And then do your thing here. Can? Okay, can? Anything else you want me to do? Can? The rest, try yourself. Don't worry, if you don't know, we still got Wednesday next week, right? Right. Can? So you all record everything already? Anytime you want to ask from now to your exam period, ask, text me within